A lot has happened since the last Theater Impossible episode. We got busy, but here we are 7 years later.
So I found a bunch of old Theater Impossible footage on my computer from 2017, 2018, and I thought, well, what are we gonna do with this?
Okay, have a seat, guys. Okay, first show of the year, Goodbye Girl. We're missing a couple people, which is great for the first rehearsal.
But if you can't dance and sing, don't worry about it. We need all the voices we can because the number is going to be pretty demanding.
Oh, the Montana Bar. It's like doing a show with a Limp Bizkit concert in the background.
Shots! Yes, shots!
Yeah!
Shots! We gotta get through this before we start slurring speech.
So over the course of the next few days, our lead actor, John, arrives by bus in Butte, Montana, and we go to pick him up.
He's smoking a cigarette. Yeah. He's got off a bus, of course.
The with the guitar, man?
Supposed to bring it?
No!
We also use this time to discuss future theater schedules.
Yep. And then run shows for 2 weeks straight, like Thursdays through Sundays or Wednesdays through Sundays.
I think Butch just wants to watch sports.
You know what I mean?
I like that.
So before we know it, the Goodbye Girl cast workday is here. And it's all hands on deck.
Working hard.
But what else?
Well, it will eventually. We'll probably put some wax on it.
The show opens up next Friday. Will we get it off the ground? We'll see. We already know the answer, but we'll see.
Another season already. Can you believe this shit?
So we're just a few days away from Crunch Week for the Goodbye Girl.
Crunch Week, or Hell Week as we call it. Basically your last couple rehearsals before the big show. You've blocked the whole show, now you just gotta put it together. It's really not that difficult.
It's extremely difficult.
But before all that, with the family out of town, me and Kelly decided to take a trip up to northern Idaho for Easter.
I tried to get a room at the Northern Quest Casino, the biggest casino in the Pacific Northwest, but the rooms were sold out.
What? Do you got anything tomorrow night? Okay, well, we'll figure out what we're doing today, and then if we decide to stick around tomorrow, we'll take care of it at that time. But thank you very much for the call back.
So instead we stayed at the Roadhead Inn or something.
Bye-bye. Nothing tonight.
have quite a few tomorrow though if we end up staying, right, Matt? Ah, Northern Idaho. One of my favorite places on earth.
Nice place to stop.
Just BEA beautiful.
This would be our first Easter 2017, visiting Northern Idaho without my grandma, who died in 2016. So we choose another favorite place of ours, the Snake Pit, who has Easter brunch.
I've drank here many a time in my day. Even had my bachelor party here in March of 2021.
After we get back from Idaho, we head straight into the Crunch Week for The Goodbye Girl.
We've had so many talented people come through Cutler Brothers Theater, and it's not just actors and dancers and whatnot. We also have painters, as you can see from a friend of ours that painted the entire New York skyline on the back wall because The Goodbye Girl takes place in New York.
And we do tech and rehearse and tech and rehearse and tech and more rehearsal.
We had to repeat those 4 measures. We repeated them once, but it may be more, so let's try it and see. So that's where he says, shall we wear these glories for a day?
Okay. Shall we wear these glories for a day? Or shall we rejoice in them? Wait. Shall we wear these glories for a day? Or shall they last and we rejoice in them? Oh, I never should have given him the hump.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so.
So one night after rehearsal, a group of us head up to Orfino Campground outside of Deer Lodge and make a fire.
We all know this one. This is a crowd favorite.
Johnny Cash.
There's a train coming. It's rolling round the bend.
I do too.
I ain't seen the sunshine since I don't know when.
Hello, Mr. Prick. You're not very big for being a prick. I'm just kidding. I'm just
Just to watch him die.
Hey, talk about the weird chick so we have it on film.
They're screaming right now.
And shit starts to get weird.
Chick just comes over here and just says, hey, what are you guys doing? Won't tell us her name or nothing?
Yeah, weird.
Yeah. And then she just disappears.
It's pretty random.
Kind of
Still there, though.
scary, you know?
Thank you. I thought that was weird.
No.
Apparently, some girl showed up and started acting really weird.
I think we're all gonna get our fucking heads blown off tonight by Jason Voorhees over there in the
No, there's like
woods.
6 of us, 7 of us. That happens to me all the time.
What? They want to steal our fire.
She kind of reminded me of this girl.
You're all gonna die.
Spoiler alert, nobody died, I think.
The next day we have a sitz probe, which is basically a fancy word for when the cast gets to sing with the orchestra for the first time.
I mean, it's just like I want to start throwing things away.
Okay, we're gonna start with the overture.
All right, here's where we're at. So we are running all of the scenes. Obviously, they need to know what their cues are for playing, and you guys need to know, what it sounds like to sing with them. 1, 2, ready, go.
Kelly and my mom both play in the orchestra as well.
The music for The Goodbye Girl was written by Marvin Hamlish, who also wrote the chorus line.
The music really isn't that hard.
It's insanely hard. So now that Tech Week is here, we play the soundtrack in the background of the rehearsal as the orchestra sits in the audience to become familiar with the show and the music.
Then that gives us time if we need to fix something or sell something. And so please be quiet out here. I know it's going to be loud because there's an orchestra. They will be talking because they're probably trying to get things together. But we don't need any extra talking.
Once again, I don't think they need to do that. The music isn't that hard.
It's stupid hard.
No, I was not one. I was an Elizabethan tinkerer. Betty Boop of Stratford on it. Oh, it's just my pending unimportant New York debut. But Iowa, here comes Iowa.
That's very unselfish of me to say. But I promise, from here on out, the ball stops bouncing here.
Think I can play this part, though no one's ever caught
after dress rehearsal, we have a notes session, which basically takes up until 11 o'clock at night. Because this show was one long mother.
Good,
Okay, talk to her.
but I feel like a lot of people weren't
She
prepared for how
has
much focus this show needs, as far as like constant scene changes, those constant pickups, the
Oh, yeah.
music itself. It's like you have to constantly be.
The orchestra, even, like, really just whatever. But it was good.
But you got like 3 people in there who I've never seen before, so it's like they were doing great considering you had 3 new people.
10 players tonight. I didn't even know we had a 10
It was awesome. It sounds great.
Confidence. And I mean, I'm confident, that's with everybody. I mean, even from 3 little girls to your lead, to your dancers, I mean, everybody, just go out there with confidence, you know. Get a good night's sleep. I'm not taking tomorrow off, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen. I may stay late tonight. We'll have everything ready for you to go. Please be here seated in the seats at 6:30. So if I do go through notes, you're all hearing them. And I'll get with you individually if I need to. So, great job, thank you.
And I'm not lying, this is literally one of the toughest, top 3 at least, musicals I've ever played in my life.
The music
It doesn't
really isn't
sound
that
like
hard.
it, but like Chicago, no problem, super easy. This one is ridiculous, and all the people.
The
that
music
sang,
really
so
isn't that hard.
It's amazing that we can do something like this. So.
It'll be fun, it'll be great. Okay. All right, go ahead, you guys, take care of yourselves. Take care.
Dress rehearsal in the books. Opening night is here.
Butch opens each show with an epic speech. It's a staple.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Cutler Brothers Theater in our 2017 season. This particular show, Goodbye Girl, it's funny because when we couples get together in February, we sit around the table and we have a glass of wine and decide what we're going to do. And Jerry Ann's been saying for the last 40 years, we're going to do the Goodbye Girl. We go like, yeah, we're not going to do this. And finally Kelly says, yeah, we'll do it, and you got to direct it. And so I'm going to sip of wine. She says, yeah, I'll direct it. If you've lived in the 70s, you've seen this show, you know, with Richard Dreyfuss
And once again, the music isn't that complicated.
you know, we pride ourselves as Cutler Brothers. We don't just get music. We always use a live orchestra. Well, this is pretty complicated stuff. And at intermission, we'll have a rest hold on the side. Yeah, shut off my cell phone. Just sit back, enjoy yourselves. Ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.
And away we go.
Can you swim in California in the wintertime?
I don't know. I was only there for 12 weeks, touring at a chorus line.
You're really excited about this move, aren't you, Mom?
Sure, I'm excited. I thought life was terrific, but this is as good as it gets.
Matt and I both have small roles in the show as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, lift those legs up higher. It's time to perspire. I wanna know where your fire is. Of the twisted extremities in open bat. We get rid of the man himself and we show Richard as a woman. Could you do something like that, Elliot? Overall, it was a great opening night.
The good news is a child's a party talker, so I always know the score.
Mom, I got the message. That's when I decided to quit smoking. Whenever I made a moment of doubt, I remember Mom saying that I will die. Don't
In Garfield.
Hey, you guys gotta do this with beer in your hands too?
Yeah, that's what we're working on.
What, 7 weeks, 7 months, 7 years? Damn it, I hate those guys who walked out of here. Well, I'm the only one who wants to stay, and I'm the only one who's getting kicked out.
All you can eat ribs, brisket, pulled pork sausage.
Talk about buttered sausage. Talk about buttered sausage.
Freaking brisket last night made me sick. Puked all over the hotel room.
I shit myself.
Yeah, do you remember when you did There Goes the Old Bunker?
Back in Kellogg?
Yeah.
What about it?
Oh, they weren't drinking wine back then. They were all
Oh yeah, they were snorting
kinds of
cocaine.
light
Oh.
stuff going
That's the old school theater.
Yeah, come on!
Honestly, we're gonna get killed.
You're gonna die.
Well, who cares?
I'm not saying what she says okay. More people are coming.
That's what I said. It was you guys can play out. You guys can blast it.
Yeah, there's a bus behind you, so.
It might be a little cattywampus.
Yeah, one thing at a time.
stuff. So I'm very proud of our orchestra. They don't get enough credit, so if we could give them a quick hand.
Hey, you guys gotta do this with the beer in your hands too?
Yeah, we're working on it.
If not, we're gonna have to go back and repeat some of the numbers. We'll start with the first scene, and
You better
if
go,
you do
Kelly.
not have a prop, we will stop until you get the prop. We can't wait until opening night. And if there's a prop that's missing, Sally will make a note of it and we'll get it. So we'll stop and find props if we need.
Yeah, there's a bus behind
Starting
you, so.
tomorrow, I want you wearing as much of your costume as possible.